Good afternoon. Today we are going to press of the integral learning product of team is made up Paola, Regina, Valeria, Jennifer, and you truly Marla, and we will talk about the topic of capacity management. Capacity management is essential by forming a solid understanding of organization can optimize the resources to meet demand efficiently and effectively. In an increasingly competitive and dynamic business world, a company's ability to manage its resources, whether physical, human, or technological, is crucial to its long-term success. Capacity management involves the process of planning, monitoring, and controlling available resources to ensure that they align with business needs and market demand. Understand capacity. Broadly speaking, capacity is measure of superficie of manufacture or service system to fully its intended function. In practice, this is measured based on the quantity of product that can be manufactured in particular period. Economies and diseconomies of scale. Capacity decisions are often influenced by economies and diseconomies of scale. Economies of scale are achieved when the average in cost of a good or service decreases as the capacity of production volume increases. For example, the design and construction cost per room of hotel decreases as the building grows because fixed costs are distributed over more rooms, resulting in lower unit cost per room. This will favor the construction of larger facilities with great capacity. Diseconomies of scale or when the average unit cost of the good or service beginning to increase its capacity of product volume increases.
For example, if a person works on 1 hectare of land and produces 2 packages of corns, when the land increases to 2 hectares, he will produce 4 packages. But when the land increases to 3 hectares, he will no longer produce 6 packages since it is a lot of land for a single person. That is why it is said that instead of increasing, production decreases. On the other hand, if we increase the land and the workers, it is almost certain that he will have an increase in production.
Measuring capacity in operations. Capability measures are used in many ways in long-term planning and short-term management activities. For example, management must plan for capacity contingents of universal demand and plan for routine requirements of equipment and labor.
Security capability. Actual utilization rates and non-facilities are not planned to reach 100% effective capacity from events to some equipment break, employ abatements on students and influence in short-term demand will reduce the adequate and planned capacity levels to satisfy demand and customers. Capacity measurement. Our work order specifications and work to perform for customers usually includes the quantity to be produced, the processing requirements, and the process networks orders can be defined for manufacturing and workshop VX exempt of service and padded in the instance office of maintenance on firms and hotel for example. Long-term capacity strategies. With doing a long-term capacity plan and company must achieve basic economic balance points better on the cost capacity and the opportunity cost of not adequate capacity. Capacity costs include both initial investment and facilities and equipment and the annual cost of operation and maintaining them merged with The cost on having capacity is to lose the opportunity in current production loss, sales, and reduced market have too much capacity, particularly on demand rise, can be devastating. Many companies offer complementary products and services which are produced using the same reason available to companies such as sensor demand patterns and plus white and other component goods and service patterns sensor demand cycle and therefore used ability excess capacity.
Capacity expansion. Capacity is added in chunks or specific increments. Demand grows steadily. Will ultimately require a company to plan to increase or decrease its capacity over the long term. Such strategies require determining the amount, timing, and form of change in capacity. To illustrate capacity expansion decisions, let's start from two assumptions. Capacity is added in chunks or specific increments. Demand grows steadily. The figure shows four basic strategies for capacity expansion over a fixed time horizon. This concept can also be applied to capacity reduction. A large increase in capacity. Small increases in capacity that match demand. Small increases in capacity prior to demand. Small increases in capacity after demand. Short-term capacity management. If short-term demand is stable and sufficient capacity is available, then it is usually easy to manage operation to ensure demand is met. Managing capacity by adjusting capacity levels short-term. When short-term demand exceeds capacity, a company must temporarily increase its capacity, or it will be unable to meet full demand. Likewise, if demand falls far below capacity, idle races will reduce profits. Short-term adjustments in capacity can be made in several ways are summarized below. Additional or shared equipment. Sale of using capacity. Change in labor capacity and change roles. Change in job skill mix. Shifting work to free periods.
Capacity management through demand alteration and simulation. Some general approaches to influencing customers to shift demand from periods without adequate capacity to periods with excess capacity, or to meet schedules with excess capacity include the following: variation in the price of goods or service, provide information to customers, publicity and promotion, addition of peripheral goods and or service, and provision of reservations. Revenue Management Systems (RMS). It consists of dynamic methods to forecast demand, allocate perishable assets among market segments, decide where to overbook and by how much, and determine what price to charge different class of customers. Four components of RMS: forecast, assignment, about reservation, and price.
Theory of constraints. It is a set of principles that focus on increasing the total performance of processes by maximizing the utilization of all bottleneck activities and workstations. A constraint is anything in our organization that prevents it from moving toward or fulfilling its goal. Set of principles that focus on increasing overall process performance by maximizing the utilization of all work activities and workstations. theory of constraints conceives performance differently. It is the amount of money generated per year from actual sales. For most business organizations, the goal is to maximize performance and therefore cash flow. Conclusion. In conclusion, capacity management is a crucial aspect for the success and sustainability of any organization in a dynamic and competitive business environment. During this exploration, we have understood that effective capacity not only means having the right resource at the right time, but also using them effectively to meet market demands and meet strategic objectives.
Bye bye.